Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. Man, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do now because we got a lot of great things going on. And one is the Shure SM7B microphone giveaway. Man, you don't want to miss out on this puppy, man. We're going to be giving it away, one of these babies next week, man. Intern's going to be over here, man. We're going to do the drawing, pull a name out of the hat and be giving one of these babies away. Man, you don't want to miss out. Love this microphone, and you will too, man. But tonight I was going to ask a big serious question, man, because I want to know what is on your pedal board, man. There's so many great effect pedals out there these days, man. And there's just so many to choose from. But before we get started, I wanted to say if you haven't hit my subscribe button and you haven't slammed that bell, man, please do now because right down there as to why you love a Shure microphone, and that'll get you in the contest. Man, we're starting a little bit early tonight, so if you haven't had a chance to go outside and check out that moon, you need to go outside right now, man. Come back in real quick and just go out there and check out that moon, man. It is really, really, really cool, man. But all the options, I was looking at all the options to choose from with your effects pedal board these days, man. And there's so many of them, man. Back in the day, I just remember the Boss was a really, really good pedal to choose from as far as the stomp box. And I remember that distortion DS1 being one of my favorites. And but they've got so many. They've got a coarse pedal, they've got an angry drive, they've got a reverb pedal, they got an equalizer. Of course, they've had that equalizer out a long time, and they've had the super drive out for a long, long time as well. But I really enjoy these Boss pedals, man. These Boss pedals are really, really good. And my question tonight, to interact with you guys, what kind of pedals are you using on your pedal board, man? And then also, what in what order are you using your pedals? Because I know that makes a big difference too, as to how it sounds, man, on your guitar. So I was just looking through. I was thinking about putting me another pedal board together, man. And I used to have a really, really nice pedal board, but back in the day. But there's so many different daggum pedals to choose from these days. That's kind of what I was wanting you guys' opinion on what you guys are using out there. But I know Boss was a really, really good brand back in the day. They had some really, really cool stuff out. Um, it seems like now they have electro harmonics, big muff. You got the big muff you can play through. Um, the Memory Man by Electro Harmonics. You've got the 720, uh, the 360. I mean, you've got all these different options to choose from on these stomp boxes, man. It kind of makes it fun. Talk about a kid in a candy store, right? Oh man, and then you got TC Electronics. Okay, TC Electronics is a really, really nice company. They make some really nice stuff, man. I know about TC Electronics, especially in their studio gear. They make some great, great effects processors for your studio, as far as reverbs and delays go. But they've got some really cool stuff. As I'm looking here at this little catalog, man. Um, I mean, what do you choose from? You know, you got Hall of Fame 2. You've got all these different effects box, flashback. You've got dark matter. Let's see, pipeline. They've got one called Pipeline, man, and Ditto. All these really cool effects processor boxes, man, stomp boxes. So then you've got, as you turn the page, man, you've got MXR. MXR's been out a long, long time as well. And it seems like I used to have the MXR. Oh, what was it? Was it the noise gate? Golly, it's been so long. Let's see if they've got it in here. Hmm. You have Carbon Copy, the deluxe, the Eddie Van Halen course. I want to say I had the Eddie Van Halen course, but it doesn't seem like it was that, or maybe it was the phaser. That's what it was, the Eddie Van Halen phaser that I had. But I don't actually see it in here. But maybe they stopped making it. I don't know. I don't see why they would stop making it because that stomp pedal sounded really good, man. But there's just so many to choose from, you know, as to and now they have all these different pedals out. JHS pedals. I mean, just tons of different pedals to choose from, and really kind of neat, man. They've got Way Huge. They've got a pedal name called Way Huge, and that would be interesting. Let's see, Smalls Blue Hippo. You've got one of them called Smalls Blue Hippo. So there's all these different effects pedals that you can actually put on your board. Be kind of neat to have maybe two or three boards linked together, and then have like on one board all TC electronics, on another board have all your Boss pedals, and then on another board have just MXR pedals, um, and then be able to switch to and from boards like you can amps, different amplifiers. You can actually be playing through one amplifier. I know Eric Johnson on his rig, he has several different amps, and he'll be playing through a Marshall, and then all of a sudden go through a Fender Twin, and then through two or three different amplifiers to get his sound. So wouldn't it be kind of cool to actually be able to do that? Not only have different amps to switch from back and forth, but be able to switch from different, uh, say, Boss line or TC Electronics or MXR, be able to switch through different stomp boxes as well. But they also have a company called T-Rex, which also makes some really, really cool stomp boxes as well. I've heard about T-Rex before. I heard they really put out some really cool stuff. But Mesa's now putting out a bunch of stomp boxes, man. Check these out. These are kind of cool, y'all. Mesa makes some great amplifiers, man. I used to have a beautiful sounding Mesa Boogie amplifier that I love that amp, and I really need to get me another setup going on. I had a Marshall stack with the greenbacks in there, man. Really, really sounded good. Those speakers sounded good, man. The old greenbacks. But Seymour Duncan actually has a line out now. You know all about Seymour Duncan. You know all about their pickups. How beautiful their pickups sound, man. I used to have those Seymour Duncan Invaders. Those suckers really, really sounded good in my old Flying V. I used to have an old red kind of almost a candy apple. It was the Flying V2 actually, and it had the beveled edges on the side of it, and it had a candy apple red color to it, kind of a burgundy candy apple red. And I ended up hot rodding it up and putting some taking the original pickups out of it, and I believe I still have those pickups today, but I took the pickups out of that guitar and put in some Invaders, Seymour Duncan Invaders. And I remember these magnets being so strong. If you got it anywhere near metal, within an inch or an inch and a half, it was going to stick to anything, man. It was probably one of the strongest magnets I ever felt on a guitar pickup. So they've got their own line out now, man. That would be interesting to try out some of their stomp pedals as well. But and then you have full tone. Now, I've heard about full tone stuff as well. They make some really, really cool stuff. That OCD pedal, I've heard about that OCD pedal. actually sounding really, really good by Full Tone. And then you have DigiTech. DigiTech's been out a while. I just don't know about their guitar pedals, y'all. I mean, maybe you guys know a little bit more about that their pedals. And if you have any feedback on that, I'd like to hear about DigiTech. Um, some of these companies, man, are brand new and they're actually out there. Oh man, I gotta catch this call here in a little bit, y'all. Let me text him back. I tried calling him earlier and he didn't answer. And you know how it is when you play phone tag all day. You know, you'll call somebody, they won't answer, they'll call you and they're busy doing something. And then by the end of the day, you know how it goes. So anyway, I'm gonna have to text him back. But and then you have all these different groups, DOD. So DOD's been out a while. Check out these stomp pedals, y'all. Let me see if I can get it in the picture. DOD has been out a good while, and I know some of their pedals sound pretty good too, man. Um, Tech 21, Fender's got their own line of stomp pedals out now. Now, back in the day, there was only just a few stomp pedal. There wasn't all these boutique pedals out back in the day. I mean, you had Boss, you had IBANEZ, you had MXR. I think you had DOD. You might have had DigiTech. Um, just a handful, you know, maybe 10 at the time back in the 80s. But now you've got all these boutique stomp boxes that, you know, how do you choose? You know, I remember going over this one guy's house and he was really into buying effects effect boxes and everything, and he had two or three pedal boards hooked up. Not at once, but he had two or three pedal boards, at least, you know, at least 100 pedals to choose from. He had the old wah wah pedals, several different wah wah pedals. I want to say he had an Echoplex, which was really, really cool to have back at the time. He had an Echoplex, um, and just tons of distortion pedals, tons of reverb pedals, and echo pedals, and all these different pedals. And this guy was really into the minute changes of tones and whatnot in the stomp boxes. And I mean, it was like a kid going in a candy store and at his place too, man. And I was thinking, you know, man, like I used to collect microphones, this guy would collect stomp boxes, and it'd be interesting to know. I know he still plays guitar, but it'd be interesting to find out if he still has all those old cool stomp boxes that he had back in the day. I bet he does. Seems like I seen a video the other day of him on YouTube, uh, and he was jamming out some old rock and roll stuff, man. But you've got all these really different cool stomp boxes, man. These boutique boxes. Then you have Dunlop. Okay, Dunlop's been around a long time, and I've used Dunlop stuff before. You know, Dunlop makes their guitar picks and whatnot, and but they have a Fuzz Phase Mini series that would be interesting to throw in a guitar. The old Fuzz Phaser, the old Jimi Hendrix sound. But Eventide makes some really, really cool sounding good stuff too. Now, Eventide, let me tell you something about Eventide. I didn't know they were doing guitar effects processors, but live performance must have multi tool. This Eventide right here, check it out. Right there, check it out. So they want three bills for that, just that little box right there. But Eventide, man, makes some of the greatest sounding uh digital processors for vocals in the studio, in the recording studio. And they have a piece out right now. They have actually two pieces out right now. They have one that's around 2 grand, okay, and then they have another piece out that's around $6,000 for this one multi effects pro, and it's used on a lot of albums. So it's not just this is the real deal. This is the real stuff that you want to get and get in your studio. And I probably can't afford the $6,000 deal right now on the effects processor, but the one for 2 grand is going to have a lot of really cool effects, and you can get into the parameters of that thing and actually dial in the delays and the time delays, and how long or how short you want these delays to be. And I'm sure, man, the sound is just fabulous, man. Eventide makes some really good stuff. I didn't know they were making these little stomp boxes, man. That's kind of cool to know. But then you've got all your crybabies and your wah wah pedals. I used to have a crybaby, and that thing was really kind of cool. You know, Jimi Hendrix really knew how to work that wah wah pedal, and he was probably one of the most famous guitar players for actually doing some really cool stuff with the wah wah pedal. You can get on YouTube and watch some really cool stuff of Jimi Hendrix playing the Star Spangled Banner back in the day at whenever he was kind of doing his thing and touring around and whatnot. And but anyway, Jimi Hendrix, he kind of made the famous. I think he even has a pedal out that's called the Jimi Hendrix pedal now. Let's see if I can find it. There's Full Tone Dunlop, the Crybaby by Dunlop. Um, let's see. Vox makes one. It seems like I've seen a Jimi Hendrix Crybaby wah wah pedal before. I don't see it in this catalog, and it'd probably be on this page with the rest of them. Electroharmonics, Marley, Vox, Boss. Where's the Jimi Hendrix pedal at? Well, that's probably all of them on this page. I'm sure if you ask for it, you could probably find it, man. But very interesting. Those crybaby wah wah pedals are really cool and fun to play with. If you've never played with one, they're really fun to play with, man. So, what do you choose from? I mean, let's see, let's count how many pages of just wah wah pedals here. I mean, not wah wah, but effects stomp boxes to choose from. And just in this catalog right here, golly, I didn't even see all these. Way huge. Okay. Keeley. I've never heard of Keeley. So there's just all these boutique boxes out now, man. JHS pedals, Earthquaker devices. I mean, look, here's one page. Here's 2 pages just full of pedals. Look at this, y'all. I mean, how do you choose? If you were just going to choose and, try to get your sound on your guitar, look at all that you have to choose from, man. That's just 2 pages. I mean, just tons. And look, if you're spending $100 on a pedal, or between $100 and $300 on a pedal, I mean, look how fast that can add up if you say want 15 or 20 pedals. You can add up quick, man. You can actually blow some dough on trying to find your guitar sound. Here's another page right here, just full of guitar pedals. Check this out. I like that Eddie Van Halen pedal, man. I've actually used that. That thing sounds good, man. Signature pedal, man. Here's another one, man. All these boutique. Look at this. And now they're getting into all these cool, not only cool effects, but just paintings on the boxes itself. So you get a little bit of art going on, man. I guess that's whenever you have so many of them down there, you know which one to hit, which one to turn on. It's like looking at a puzzle. Oh, I need that piece right there. Let me throw that in the mix. Stomp on that baby. But TC Electronics, that's another group. Look at all the pedals that TC Electronics got. Another good group, man. I love their pedals, man. Sound really good. And a friend of mine the other night was showing me his pedal board. Dennis was showing me his pedal board. Wow. I would love to hear that pedal board. I'd love to hear him play through that. Man, he had some really, really cool stuff hooked up to his pedal board. So that's another page. And electro harmonics. Look at all the pedals they have, man. I mean, like, really. I mean, what do you choose from? I mean, there's so many to choose from. And unless you have a friend that has one that's been playing through it, I mean, man, you could really spend some dough trying to find the pedal that, the sound that you're looking for because there's so many to choose from, right? But electro harmonics, man. Look, here's another page. And then, of course, you get into some of the Boss pedals. So I put down there a link down there below some of my old favorite ones, the ones that I know about that really sound good. So if you're just starting out and you don't know, you want to kind of get up and going, I put some links down there below, fastest shipping and best price, man. Click on those links, man. Get it sent right to your door. But Boss has been around a long time. It'd be interesting to get online and do some research and find out when Boss came out, when they actually made their first pedal. And I would have to guess it would probably be their distortion pedal as one of their first pedals, along with a phaser and a flanger, and then possibly a reverb pedal. So it'd probably be between those four right there. See, distortion, phaser, flanger, and reverb. Yeah, four pedals that I would assume would be their first pedals that they came out with. So yeah, and I put, like I say, I put some links down there below as to some of my old favorite pedals, man, that I enjoy playing through. But now they got so many different ones. They've got loopers and all this other kind of cool stuff. So you can actually put down a guitar track, okay, and then then click a button, and then it'll repeat itself. It'll repeat, just keep repeating what you just did, right? Then you can come back over and put some cool little licks here and there to add some fills. Click it again, and then that'll keep playing. So you've got a rhythm track going with some fills going, and then you can come over and do some lead stuff, okay, over the top of that, and then it just continues to cycle and cycle through what you're recording. It's kind of really a neat thing, man. Kind of a really, really neat thing to have. You know, the Echoplex was kind of something like that. So, but it was actually real tape back in the day. And that Echoplex was sought after. It's like a vintage piece. It's really, really hard to find one and find one in working order these days. And like I said, my friend, he had two of them, man, and both of them worked. But they sound really good, man. Those Echoplexes sound really good, man. But Ibanez has some. I've had the Tube Screamer, this little green box right here. The first one. Check it out. That Tube Screamer. There's two of them up there. I've had that Tube Screamer, man. That thing really sounds good, man. And it does scream. It sounds great, man. That was a box that I ended up. This kid had a few pedals, and he uh, he didn't want them anymore, and he practically gave me those things, man. I think gave him like $10 for three of them, or $15 for three. It was insane. But there's so many different pedals to choose from, y'all. I think I'd like to try out some of these Seymour Duncans. Check them out, y'all. Those Seymour Duncan look pretty cool. You know, I've never heard any of their stomp pedals, man, but their guitar pickups are insanely cool, man. Seymour Duncan. That name just sounds good. It almost sounds Seymour Duncan almost sounds like a yo-yo, doesn't it? Seymour Duncan. I guess because Duncan yo-yos. But yeah, Seymour Duncan, their pickups are phew, outstanding. I love them, and I've never tried out their stomp boxes, man. I probably ought to buy 3 or 4 of them, man. If you guys have any of their stomp boxes, man, type down there as to the ones that you've used or heard of. I'd like to know, man, because I'm seriously going to put me together a pedal board, and I'd like to know what you guys are using, man. So I know Boss is really, really good. I know Seymour Duncan. I mean, not Seymour Duncan. I know Ibanez has been out a while, and that would be something I'd like to hear y'all's opinion on, man, as far as what y'all think. What are y'all using, man? What's hot? What's hot right now? And DigiTech, I'm not sure how far. It seems like at one time I wasn't really too happy with Digitech's stuff, but it was on some of their more expensive boxes. They weren't the little stomp boxes like these. So I don't know about Digitech, man. I'd like to hear your opinion on Digitech. What you guys think about Digitech? I've had a MXR. Their stuff sounds really cool, and I've had DOD, and I've had Boss. But I don't know. Tell me what you think about Digitech. And then you have, like I say, all these boutique boxes out there, man. What do you choose from? Here's Full Tone. Look at their setup. Look at Full Tone stuff. Seems like I heard a friend of mine talking about some of their stuff. I just can't remember what box he said he really enjoyed. But there's so many daggum stomp boxes to choose from, man. I'd like to hear what you guys are using and what order y'all are putting them in. So this is what I like, man. I like a good distortion pedal. Okay. I like a good flanger, a good phaser, and a good reverb. And that's what I really like. And then also maybe a fuzz box and a wah wah pedal. So if you guys have any, because there's so many to choose from now, man. And there's all these boutique boxes that really, really sound good. And like I was saying over here, look at this, man. Now Mesa's got some and Eventide. I know Eventide would sound great, man. But Mesa's got some great stomp boxes out, man. And I know their amplifiers are just on fire, man. They're kind of a little pricey. Those Mesa Boogies are kind of a little pricey, but man, talk about tone. They really got the tone going on, man. So tell me what you guys think about my studio, man. My backdrop going on, man. Does it look okay? Hey, poker man, what's it going on, dude? You like the background, poker man? Is it looking good, man, or what, man? I've got all my compressors on right now. I've got the electric voice hanging in the background now. I need to put the other one up. I really want to hang it up and get that Star Trek look going on, man. And I've got my LED lights going on behind me. And then check out this little red light right here, man, kind of shining on my Shure SM7B. Check it out. I'm going to get it to flash. Bam. There it is. You see it? It's flashing up above me. Turn it off. Turn it on. Right. So yeah, man, I've been trying to get my studio looking good, man, and I'm trying to get my effects guitar pedal boxes and get my rig set up again. And it's just been so long since I played through any stomp boxes, and there's so many boutique boxes out these days. It'd be nice to get some of you guys, get y'all's ideas on what you think, man. That way, I ain't got, as you can see, you can spend anywhere from $100 to $300 on one stomp box. Check it out. So, real quick, with a pedal board, with a nice pedal board and your cables, seems like I have my little cables, but your cables, your pedal board, and say even 3 or 4 or 5 stomp boxes, you're looking at easy grand. Easy grand. Probably even more than that. But so it'd be nice to get some of you guys, y'all's opinion on what kind of stomp boxes to start out with. Like I say, I want a distortion box, good distortion box, maybe a fuzz box, a good phaser, a flanger, and a good reverb, and maybe I don't know, delay. Who knows? There's so many different boxes to choose from. I do like delay on my guitar sound though. And then you've got some of these boxes, okay, where it's everything in one, and you can get kind of get into the parameters and change. Here's one, the Boss SY300 sells for $700. Right here, check it out. $700, and you can get into the parameters and actually change the effects. And then they have the GP10, which is $400. But then they have the Roland GR55. These are all your multi effects in one big box. That's $700. And you can do a lot with that because I like the fact that you can get into the parameters and um, change the delay time. That's a nice feature. But also now a lot of people are just going with a amplifier that has all your digital effects within it, within the amplifier. So you don't have to deal with all those stomp boxes. But I kind of really like the idea of having a good couple amplifiers, good couple of heads, good couple of cabs, being able to switch back and forth between the amps, and then also being able to have your stomp boxes, your effects pedals, and be able to switching back between them as well. So that's kind of really nice. That way you really get some really cool sounds going on. Check out some old Eric Johnson's old videos, man, and check out how he set his rigs up. I want to say, like I say, he had a couple Fenders out. He had a Fender Twin, a Fender Reverb, I want to say. And then he had a couple Marshalls, but he had several different amps, 4 or 5 different amps, and he was able to switch back and forth between each amp and get his tone, man. Guy's really, really good. Great playing. Wes Montgomery style, any kind of style you want, man. Plays on a Fender. He's old school, man, but just a really great guitar player. Eric Johnson, check him out, man. Um, and really, really good tone, man. He had a really, really good tone on his amps. So I'd kind of like to do a setup like that where I've got different amps I can choose from, and then have some really, really favorable stomp boxes to go through to get. Because I do like a lot of distortion on some stuff. If I want to get into the nasty stuff, I want to be able to have that grit and razor sound. Um, but yeah, there's so many different stomp boxes to choose from. Here's some by IBANEZ. Check these out, man. IBANEZ. Let me see, make sure I'm getting them right. Yeah, they're over here. IBANEZ. I mean, look at these prices, man. So you can see how real quick it'll add up when you start adding 5, 6, 7, 8 stomp boxes. How man, you can get over $1,000 real quick. So it's nice to have an idea of some good sounding boxes that you enjoy, that you like, before you just start buying them, because you'll probably be selling them on eBay if you don't like them. Have to take a pretty big hit. But I do know about the Tube Screamer. I do know that that Tube Screamer sounds really good on by Ibanez, and that would be one that I'd probably go get right off the bat. The older one, the green one. Uh, but yeah, man, there's so many different ones out there now. I mean, look at these little boutique boxes, man. Look at all these. Yeah, man, these are like jewels in a store, man. And all of them probably have their own unique sound and flavor, and they probably all sound good. Really, I really can't imagine any of them sounding just something that you wouldn't like. But like I say, they all have their tone. Look, JHS pedals back again on this page. Look at these boutique babies. A lot of great pedals to choose from, man. You know, And I'll probably end up spending a grand on some pedals. MXR, Oris, TC, Electro Harmonics, Boss, back to Boss again. Oh, and here's some Zoom pedals. Have you guys ever used Zoom? Check out some Zoom stuff. I want to say Zoom's been out a long, long time as well. They've been out for a good while, and it seems like, golly, what was that? What was that one they came out with in the '90s, late '90s? It was really like it was like the real deal. Everybody was bragging about that. I can't remember what Zoom box that was, but so many to choose from. And then they have the G5N, which is kind of neat. It's the multi effects processors are $300 for it. So I don't know. I don't know about their stuff these days. I don't know. If they've improved or if they, let another company buy them out, or that's just what you really have to watch out for. Is a lot of these companies get bought out, and then when they get bought out, they kind of change on the parts and whatever to keep the company alive, and and everything else suffers from it. But check out, I want to say at one time I had the Boss ME50 or I don't know which one it was, but it was a multi effects box, kind of like this Boss ME80 here. Check this out, but it didn't have the wah wah on it. Check out this ME80 here. So it didn't have the foot pedal on it. It was one of the first ones, the multi effects processor that Boss came out with. It's just been so long ago, y'all. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was ME something, but and it was pretty expensive at the time. But that might be a road to decide to go through down as well, something like that. Then you kind of get everything you can get in the parameters and set all that up and actually be able to stomp between each pedal. You can see the pedals there. Check it out. See if I can get it. Okay, that one right there. See the different pedals you can stomp on, and that changes your effects. And there's different ones you can stomp on, and you can set it up to where maybe on one pedal you have it going through, I don't know, distortion, and then after the distortion it goes through the EQ, or it goes through a phaser or a flanger, and you can set all that up as to what order you want the effect to take place in the processing of it. So there's so many to choose from. Look at this GT1000 guitar effects processor right here. That one looks like it's built pretty good, y'all. Check it out. It's on this page. That one looks pretty heavy duty. It looks like it's all metal. Looks like you could actually drop it out of the back of the trunk, getting all your gear out, it landing pretty hard on some cement or rocks or whatever, and still being able to come inside and plug that baby up and everything worked fine. I like gear that's built to last, man. Heavy duty, good buttons on it. Check out the buttons again. Good, nice buttons to hit and stomp, because you're going to be stomping on these babies with your feet, and you want it to click. You want it, you want it to the connection and the buttons to be really nice and well made, be able to last a long, long time. So that processor actually looks pretty good, man. I've never. That must be a new one they got out. Let's see how much they want for that one. Oh wow, they want a grand for that one. Yeah, it better be good. Look at it. It's up here. GT1000 right there. Look. That one might be a good one to get. That way you kind of get it, and you've got all your effects in one nice. Here's the thing about getting something like that, and this is what I've always kind of steered away from. When you get one box that does everything, if something goes wrong, your whole rig's down. You know, if something goes wrong in this thing right here, okay, and you need to get it worked on, it's not like you can take it out of line and get down the road. Now, if something goes wrong with some of these other stomp boxes, these other $100 boxes or whatever, $200, you can just take it out of the link, and you can still play. You can still go out and gig and still play, man. It's not going to slow you down because you're missing one effect. So that's something to consider. That'll be a good little tip for you guys that don't know. If you're going to spend all your money in one basket on one thing, if something goes wrong, man, you're kind of down until somebody can fix it and it gets sent off. And with the way everything is right now with this pandemic stuff, who knows if and when it can get fixed at all. So it's kind of nice. I'm thinking about maybe just going with the stop boxes. That way, if something ever does break, I can still keep going. So, Poker Man, where you been, man? You been doing okay? You been playing any poker? You still out there, man? So, you guys, man, let me know what you guys are using on your stomp boxes. I'd like to know what you're using, man. If you haven't had a chance to go outside and check out that really cool moon, go out there and check that baby out. It's beautiful, man. I almost didn't want to come inside. I wanted to just stay outside and check it out. But I did want to get on early tonight because I got a lot of things going on, man. And keep in mind, um, if not next week, the next week, we're going to be giving away a Shure SM7B microphone, and you don't want to miss out on that, y'all. At least hang out and ring that bell, hit that subscribe button, and type down there as to why you love a Shure microphone. That'll get you in the contest. And if you don't win this time, that's okay, man. Just keep typing down there as to why you like Shure microphones because we're going to continue giving them out. And Chris is going to be over here in a week or two, and you don't want to miss out on the drawing. You don't want to miss out and see if you can win this baby here, man. Sounds really really good. And so, Poker Man, what you think about my backdrop, man? You think I got it going on? Think it looks good back there? Or you think I need more lighting? Seems like you can. On my end, it seems like I can see everything. I just don't know on y'all's end if you can see everything. I was really trying to get the microphone in the background, the EV, the shotgun microphone. I was trying to get it to where you guys could see it, along with the SM7B. Then I know you can see the ribbon here. It's really bright and lit up. But the compressors in the back and everything. So yeah, we got a lot of great things going on here, man, at our Trib studio, man. And one, the best thing of all is we're giving away this microphone each and every month. And you don't want to miss out on the drawings on it, man. It's going to be a really, really cool thing. And whoever wins this month in January, 2 more weeks. In 2 more weeks, we're going to be doing a giveaway. But in 2 weeks, whoever wins the microphone is also going to get a Shure t-shirt to go along with it, man. So that's going to be nice. So we'll be texting back and forth to find out your shirt size to be sending it off with this. And what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably whoever wins, I'll probably get your address. And like before, it's just easier this way. I was getting the microphone sent here, and then I was sending it out from here to the winners. So it's going to be easier for me on this next deal. I'm just going to go ahead and get it sent from the not the manufacturer, but the distributor, and go direct to your house and probably do signature upon arrival. So you'll have to be there to accept the microphone and sign for it. And then I know you got the microphone. And then, of course, you're going to, give me a shout out and say, hey, man, I appreciate the mic. Love it. But that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm just going to get it sent from the distributor to your house with signature on delivery. And then that way you get it. That way it doesn't have to come to my place first and then to your place. There's no sense in that. I'll just get it sent right to your house, man. So anyway, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do now. If you haven't, slam that bell. Please do now. And if you haven't, type down there why you love Shure microphones. Please do now, because that's going to enter in the contest. And we got a lot of great things going on here, man. This is the place to be. If you like recording, if you like mixing, if you like mastering, if you like microphones, if you like anything to do with the music industry, period, this is a great place to hang out, man. Hang out with me. Tomorrow night, we're going to have some great stuff, man. We're going to be doing, I'm not sure, I've got two topics that I'm going to be talking about, but either one, whatever one I'm going to go with, it's going to be great topics. I want you to hang on, come on back. I'm going to try to get on at 7 tomorrow night. Sorry for you guys who kind of missed out on tonight and didn't get on. I came on at 6 tonight. And so I had to come in early because I got some very important other events that are taking place tonight, and I need to be there to help support my friends at this event. So I had to come on early so I could do other things tonight, man. But tomorrow night we're gonna be back on schedule. We're doing the 7 o'clock deal, and I'm gonna try to keep it on schedule. 7 o'clock. That's 7 o'clock Texas time, man. Always 7 o'clock Texas time, and that way you guys can join in and know when I'm gonna be on. Try to get try to give a little bit of good information for all you guys out there, whether you're beginners just starting out or whether you're experienced recording engineers. We're gonna be touching on some things that you guys can enjoy, and if you don't already know about it, maybe it's something that refreshes your memory on something that you used to know about. And because sometimes things can slip your mind, man, and you kind of get to doing new things and you forget about some of your old tricks. So it's always good to know those tricks and to be able to pull them out of the hat at any given time to be able to slap them on your mix, man, and kind of kind of refresh each other, man. So we're gonna be doing some iron sharpening iron, man. And I love hearing your comments. Keep them coming in. Keep them coming in, poker man. I appreciate your comments, and all you guys. I appreciate all your support out there, because without you, it wouldn't be inspiring to get on here and do these giveaways and then share this information, important knowledge with you guys that are, especially those just starting out. Man, I know. I know you can make a lot of buying mistakes, and so getting on here and hopefully you guys can take something home with you and learn a little bit of something good, man. And keep adding those cookies to the cookie jar, man. We want to keep adding those good cookies to the cookie jar, man. And so, anyway, that's what we're doing. We're giving back. And go ahead and hit that subscribe, man. And I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Don't be late, man. And we will see you again. Thank you, man.